Hi. I am very much unprepared. I'd sort of panicked at the very last minute. Hello though, welcome. Hockers, you are a noob, however you are also first. You got gifted a membership, I've just seen your text, that's why you are a noob. You get a little icon next to your name for some reason. That's kind of what happens. And hello Catriaco. I hope I've said that correctly. Anyway, gaming is in session. How are we all? Saturday night. I'm very unprepared for this. I'm quite tired to be quite frank, but I'm here. What more do you want? Hello, Erica. Jake for videos. I'm good, thank you. How are you? What sort of videos, Jake? You're for them or against them or what? Survivor. Alex, how are you? Your name looks like a PSN name from 2007. I rate it. L, what's occurring? Are you drinking? I'm not currently. Could be convinced to drink, I guess. Not currently, but I do have a third of a bottle of whiskey left. So that's good. Hello, Ragnar, Lewis, Allburn, and Icebear as well. I am going to be playing Warzone on my own, unless someone else joins. Zigzag's editing because he's a cringe, weak, sissy bitch. And he's turned down the opportunity to play with his idol so that he can edit a video that 4 people will watch. Pathetic, if you ask me. He could have had a good time with his best friend on Warzone. But instead, no, he's being sensible. And, just I think we should boo him, quite frankly. I think that's not on. That's not how we treat friends, is it, Zigzag? 4 people? What do you mean 4 people? Yeah, 5. Sorry, I was being mean. I'm joking. Zigzag's going to overtake me in about a month anyway, so, the joke's on me. Don't really care that much, though, to be fair. It's all about having fun, isn't it? It's about the friends we meet along the way. I don't need recoil steadiness on a sniper, do I? Damage range. That I probably do need. Let's stop searching for a match, actually, so I can... Has anyone got a good FTAC class? Because I've not actually used it on Warzone yet. Besides the obvious, Hello, King of Killing, Will, as well. How are we all? You can taste resentment. How dare you turn him down? Yeah, it's not like I'm not being spiteful, but Zigzag's definitely in the wrong here. I mean, what do you want to do with your night? Do you want to click some buttons on a computer? What do you want to play with your best friend ever? Me, and have a good time. Like, it's no brainer really, as far as I'm concerned. But I didn't want to play anyway. It's fine, whatever. Just doing this on my own. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Yeah, you don't, so I don't. It's chill. It's fine. Whatever. Some friend you are. To be fair, at least you replied. No one else actually did. I'm used to it. I've been sort of leveling up a few guns here and there just in case I ever come back onto this game. Surprise, surprise, we are here. I don't really know what, but it might be fun. Because this gun is basically like a bloody beam. It's like a beam. We'll go with the underbarrel as well. Let's just really wedge grip. That looks kind of cool. Let's spice things up quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, sure. There probably is a meta setup for it, but yeah. You getting ready for the next COD game? Probably not, to be honest. I've given Activision enough money over the years, and I know what will happen. I'll end up getting it anyway, but I can't say I'm excited about it, if that's what you're asking. I wouldn't particularly... I don't know how to word this. No, I'm not excited, is the short answer, to be honest. It's just going to be a rehash of this, really, isn't it? Like, Modern Warfare 3, yeah, it's not really, though, is it? Like, I think people are just... don't know. It's not going to be that. It's going to bomb, isn't it? Surely. Like, is anyone that excited for it? Like, at all? Anyone? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know anyone that is, personally. But hello, watermelon farmer. How are you? Yeah. Like, I don't think I could be. Yeah. Just every year we buy this game. I'm gonna get it anyway. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get it anyway. Like, I always do. But it's not my point. That's not my point. My point is that I'm part of the problem, with a voice crack there as well, in spectacular fashion. I'm part of the problem. This is the reason they keep making these games every year, these unfinished games, because people like idiots like me just buy it and don't think about it. When you have more jokes for Isaac, I don't know. It's not something you can really plan, to be honest, Kurt. It's sort of just, it's on the day. You just turn up, I mean, Dan was the one that told jokes for him. I haven't told Isaac jokes. I annoy Isaac within an inch of his life. I don't know. It's not one of them. Like, it's one of them, like, we don't. That's just sort of the friend group. Like, we don't force that sort of stuff on each other anyway. Like, if someone tells a little joke and it sticks, everyone else will jump in, go for the throat. But, like, it's not like we go into a session and go, right, today, you're the laughing stock. We're going to rip the shit out of you specifically. I've prepared a scroll. I've prepared an entire scroll of jokes, and I'm going to tell you all of them. That's what happened. No. You get my drift. But yeah, I don't know. I've got plenty of opportunity to annoy Isaac in the next, well, not the next few months, but like towards the end of the year. So I'm sure that will happen. Everyone is a little bit busy at the minute as well, which is, it's a weird sort of time because we're all sort of doing our own thing. Like, Isaac's just sorted a house. I'm sort of in the process of trying to get one. Well, a flat in my case, but you know, for me it'd be perfect. Blue's going to Australia in a couple of weeks. I'm going on holiday as well. Zigzag's just there, I suppose, on the side, just doing his thing. Benji's retired, essentially, at this point, just going around rizzing people up left, right and centre, like there's no tomorrow. And then Dan is just being Dan, I guess. I think he's doing a few qualifications and stuff as well. So we're all... So Kyle's in Australia, so, you know. So we've all sort of got our own little bits going on, really, at the minute. But, like, I mean, it's not like we don't talk every day anyway, because we do. Like, we're all in the same group chat. But yeah, it's just an interesting time. I think we don't have as much time to play 24/7 as we used to, but that's because we're all adults, you know. Anyway, got a bit deep there. Thank you, Kazwez. I mean, what can I say? I'm quite humble as well, I guess. Yeah, Attila was sick last night though. Yeah, dude. Honestly, right, I had to. At the end of the night, I had to buy a T-shirt simply so that it was acceptable for me to get on the train, because being in some of them pits was just like, honestly, it was like, well, obviously it's a sweat box anyways at Camden Underworld, which is about as big as this room, and you've got like 200, 300 sweaty metalheads, and I don't know if you've ever seen them before or if you've sort of been at one of the shows or whatever. But, like, literally the first thing they say when we come out is like, oh, yeah, we've got an anything goes policy. If you want to get on the stage, get on the stage. If you want to crowd surf, crowd surf. So, like, there's people... Honestly, we were just lifting people up, sending them to the stage. It was like the Aztecs sacrificing someone to the gods. It was wild, dude. I'm glad to hear that, though, Kurt. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. That's why we do it, I suppose. And because we're all just nerds, I guess. That's probably the other bit. Hello, Sam Lane. How are you? Any relation to the Fast Lane? That's a shit joke. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Then I'll do a show. Do you get the London Underground / Overground? Yeah, well, you got to get the Underground if you're in London, generally speaking. I need to get the Overground to get into London. I don't live in London, but if I am at my dad's, I can get the Underground straight away. Whereas where I currently am, I have to get a more expensive train to to get to it. But yeah, Mosh Pit was mad when they sang, but they didn't do pizza. Ironically, Carlo, they didn't actually do it. That was the mad thing. Everyone was like pizza, pizza, and they were like, nah, we're gonna blue balls you on that one. It was like, all right, fair play. I respect the honesty. Still a fucking class time anyway. I've seen videos of them before doing it, where they throw pizza into the crowd. My mate's seen them before. For anyone that's confused as to what I'm talking about, don't Google it. But YouTube the song "Pizza" by Attila, and it's quite the spectacle. It's a little toe tapper, if I do say so myself. Where's this chap? Right, now there's two of them. Okay. Right, run away. That's all I know how to do. It's fine. I don't care about the stronghold anyway. We don't need it. I remember stumbling in one of the videos by mistake. Ever since then, I watch stuff. They always make me laugh. Like, alright, cheers, man. But the thing is, I like it because it's sort of all of us as well. You know, it's not just one of us that are like the face of it. Like we've all sort of people have found us from all different angles as well, which is real cool. It's nice to have that as well. So it's like, I mean, I've not pulled my weight much this year, to be entirely honest. I've just been sort of knuckling down, and I mean, it's been a weird year, to be fair. In retrospect, it's been good. Like, it's not been a bad year. A couple of bad things have happened, but like, all in all, it's been decent. Sorry. Sorry? Is that right? Oh, is that, huh? Is that correct? Okay, all right, whatever. But yeah, like January was weird. I started a new job, lost 2 cats in the space of like 3 weeks, got 2 new kittens. Then, like by the time that March, April, May was around, I was forklift certified, which had the highlight of the year as far as I'm concerned. And then, and now I might be looking at moving it. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's all happening so quick. It's been a weird year for it, but I mean, I will not argue with it because we're moving. Bruh. How many times did I hit him? It's a warm-up game. It's fine. I don't actually... do I have anything that I can speak? Not particularly. Do I have any mixer? I've got washing up liquid. Won't do that. All the year 7s this year were born in 2012. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh shit! I got a cider. Blue bought this when he come round like 4 months ago, and he didn't actually have it. So I'm gonna do the honours for him. Blue, if you're watching, I hope that's okay. Do I have a bottle opener? Let's play again. Do I have a bottle opener? I used to have one. Dude, me and my mates were at the station yesterday, and we I don't know, use my teeth. No, crikey! We went to the station and we bought beers.
Welcome to the cum zone.
Welcome indeed, Sue. So 13 months. Big ups yourself. I've got my trusty bottle opener here. Yeah, so we're at the station. We've got road beers because obviously we're going to a gig. And you need to get. I got a bottle opener. This has been in the family since I was a kid. And yeah. And one of the guys had a bottle of Corona with him, and he was like, "I ain't got a bottle opener. Has anyone got a bottle opener?" Some old crackhead-looking geezer overhears us, and he's like, "I got a lighter if you want me to go with that." Like, sorry, opening a bottle with a lighter. That's impeccable. Like, how? Anyway. I've got lighter. He basically just goes like, I don't know what he did. It was like he just went like that, and the cat pinged off, hit some girl in the face. That was quite funny, irrelevant to the story really, to be entirely honest. And I was just like, what just happened? It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I didn't know you could do that. It's quite good. Anyway, cheers for the cider, Blue. Invoice me, I guess. For £2.50 or whatever it cost. Nice warm cider. I haven't had cider for a while though. I do like a Henry Weston. Gets you absolutely fucked as well because it's like 9%. So I'm 28 now and I noticed that time flew a lot quicker. It honestly, like the last 2 years have just gone so quick. I don't know what's happened. Like I was at my old job for like 8-9 years nearly, and I'm like, I'll listen to a song and I'm like, oh, it reminds me of being in the shop, and then I'm like, shit, that was 2014, and I'm thinking, feels like yesterday. But then I also have, I was thinking this earlier, because obviously because I'm looking at moving, going through all my shit and tidying up and getting rid of stuff and like I found a load of old like pay slips and sort of just I stashed. I'm a collector, so I just stashed a shitload of stuff, paper, whatever. And I'm going through all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't really remember anything from the last like 10 years. Like, I've got memories of like the important bits, but like it's mostly through photos. I don't like. I remember a shockingly little amount over the last few years, which is mad. Obviously, not good, ideal, really, but. I remember the last couple of years, since COVID really, my memory's up to scratch, but yeah, if it's Recordelig, which my expert cider eye tells me is a true treat you're clutching onto. I do like a Recordelig. I remember the first Recordelig I had. I was in The Goose in Romford. Lovely pub. It's one of my favourite pubs of all time actually. And they didn't have any Copperberg, which was my go-to at the time. I was like, what's that one? It's got some berries on it. And they were like, that's Recordelig. I was like, one of them please, barkeep. And then I sat outside and had that. It was nice. It was lovely. I also shaved my beard off there once actually, in the beer garden. I got paid like 68 quid or something stupid by all my work colleagues at the time to shave my beard off. It's good though. Literally, I don't know, like, they were like, how much to shave your beard off? I was like, well, obviously not happening, that's bullshit. They were like, I've got a tenner here. If you want it, we'll shave it off. I've got a razor. One of them had a razor with him for some reason. I was like, nah, not happening. And then someone else was like, 20 quid. I was like, not happening. And then eventually it got higher and higher. And, yeah. Do I opt for ice or no ice? See, usually I'd say no ice, but in the summer, in a beer garden, yeah, I feel like I'm just obliged to have ice. Like, it's just that little bit nicer. It's just that it's that little bit more nicer. What is the name of your favourite pub? There's a couple. The Goose in Romford is... I do like it. I do like it. There's also a Yates there, so you can have a few in the Goose and then go to Yates. You got to be a very particular type of drunk to go to Yates, but boy, have I accomplished that before. One of the first times I went there was on a work do. It was the first work do I'd ever been on with like my old job, and it was a guitar shop, so it was all pretty like failed rock stars. Essentially, everyone's like, yeah, let's go out. We're rock and roll. We're cool. So yeah, you always have a good night. It's always a good social, and we drink, and I get to the point where I'm like, I might vomit, and then they do this thing. Well, they did at the time. I think I can't remember what it was called. It was like Power Hour maybe, and they're like, yeah. Jaeger bombs are 50p. So my assistant manager at the time, who was sort of like a big brother influence, I guess, on me. Bad influence, I must say, but fun one, I suppose. He was like, I'll have... I think he ordered 40 Jaeger bombs to our table. I do about 10 of them, I must have. This is when I could still drink Jaeger. Did about 10 of them, and then I was fine. I was like, I'll get through. And then I had one Smirnoff, like chili flavoured Smirnoff shot, and that just fucking absolutely sent me. So I was throwing up in the toilet upstairs, and he's patting me on the back because I was staying at his anyway. He was like, I got to look after him. So he's like patting me on the back. He's like, it's all right, mate. I'll get you home, and all that. Like, don't worry. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just vomiting. And Backstreet Boys comes on. And he's like, sorry, mate, gotta go. And I'm just throwing up, like, I understand. It was, like, quite humiliating, but I was 18, so, you know, it happens. It happens. And, yeah, that was, like, I sort of learned a lot about drinking in the first few years of working in that shop. Good time. Like, it was genuinely good times. It just got real grim towards the end, which is why I had to leave. And become a forklift certified Sigma male Chad. That's what happened after that. The Richmond in Wave Tree is a mad W. Never heard of it, if I do say so myself. Marvin Beak. Yeah, right, so the Goose in Romford, if I had to put it down the top 3. Goose in Romford, the Roebuck in Rayleigh, which is a Weatherspoons. If you're gonna see me in public, that's probably the place, but please, for the love of fucking God, don't. Like, I'm alright dealing with it in the street or anything like that, but if I'm with all my pals on a night out, the last thing I need is someone yelling, "Did you know?" at me. That would be... I would genuinely walk home, I think. And then... Are there any others? There used to be another one in Romford. There used to be another one we'd go to. It got shut down. It's no longer there. But through work, we used to do an open mic. I'm just reminiscing now. This is just... I should have just made this like pensioner reminisces about the good old times. But yeah, no, there was one that we used to hold open mic nights in. More of a bar, really, than a pub. But the trick that I learned was if you get to know the bar staff, like, as friends, you get cheap alcohol. And they got a different, like, they had, like, new flavours of gin in every single week as well. So, like, I think the girl behind the counter was called Rachel or whatever. I was like, what's the gin tonight? I was like, you can pick. She was like, well, we got this new orange one. And I was like, we'll go with that then. I'll have that and Fanta and put a lemon and a lime in there as well. She's like, alright, sure, let me know how it is. We'll see if we can make a cocktail menu. And basically, the other people I worked with would go up there and like we'd host the open mic night, so they'd actually be doing work, technically speaking. They'd be like doing the sound desk and getting all the acts on and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm here through work, so it's fine. I can help. I'd never helped. I'd just turn up, and get absolutely smashed. I'd get 2 gins, and then I'd get a bottle of wine and get just absolutely fucking levered. Get the bus back to Dad's, throw up, go to bed, rinse and repeat the next week. I did that for about 6 months, 8 months. Like, near enough every week. Not an alcoholic problem, just like having a good time. That was like, yeah, that was just before the pandemic as well, so the good times pretty much. And yeah, we got a lot of good memories there as well. I got up and sang a couple of times as well. Like that was the pinnacle of confidence, really, I guess. One time we went there, and there was one of the guys was like, "Oh, there's a karaoke night down there tonight." Like a guy we knew was hosting it. He was like, "Yeah, we'll go down there after work if you want." I was like, "Yeah, I could do it, a few pints, whatever." I was like, "I'm not singing. No, I'm not going to go crazy. It's a school night. It's Thursday. I got work in the morning. I got to drive. Like, I'm sensible." Like, sensible. Yeah? Anyway, 2 hours later, bottle of wine in, literally up doing karaoke, going and not basically give the mic back. No one was getting that off of me anytime soon. And, again, went back to Dad's for up. Noticing a trend. But lockdown drinking was fucking brutal, though. I remember that. Lockdown drinking was bloody good. Because there was nothing to do. So you just go and have a barbecue in the day, like with your mates in the park, where you were allowed to, technically speaking. And in retrospect, you could have just done whatever you wanted anyway. It didn't really, do you know what I mean? Like, we all broke the rules. Don't lie, we all broke the rules. And we're all still here. So, you know, anyway, whatever. Yeah, you just go to the park, come home, and then go on a Zoom call and drink. It was like that period when everyone was like, "Oh, we'll do a quiz night as well," and I'm not like, I wasn't like highly educated or anything like that. I didn't go to uni. I went to college, but like, I just know a lot of useless shit. I think so. Like pub quizzes, I'm on it. Like, I love doing pub quizzes just because I'm like, the music round is just the 10 out of 10 every single time because cultured, of course. I mean, we'll get a few questions wrong. Like, what was the name of Teddy Sheringham's biological dad? Do you know what I mean? Like, no one knows that. But me and my mates, like, my mate was like, oh, I'm hosting this quiz. I was like, all right, sweet, I'll turn up. So I turn up, completely aced the quiz. Like, the questions were so fucking simple, honestly. Like, luckily they were a little lower on the intelligence scale than I am. So, like, I can't remember the questions, but I asked one of them, and everyone's like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? And I'm just like, this is the easiest quiz I think I've ever done in my life. Anyway, I did that, and then I don't remember. We just carried on drinking after that, and I don't remember what happened. And I remember we tried to play Call of Duty at one point, and we just couldn't. Ooh, piss. It was sort of like when you've been drinking whiskey, and, you know, I have caused my own doom. Love the music rounds on pub quiz. Ones where you hear like 2 seconds and gets in. Oh, I'm 100% on them. I would 100% on everything. Well, I've said it now. But, like, is there a pub quiz going we can do? Like, later, potentially. I've not got enough alcohol, really, is the problem. This was actually meant to be quite a clean-cut, sensible one. I need a good-looking bank statement and that. So. But yeah, I did a pub quiz in... Oh, the Alex in Southend. That's a good pub. That's my third favourite. I'll go with that one. Oh, that's the guy. Okay. Yeah, the Alex in Southend. That's a class pub. I do pub quizzes there some Thursdays as well, I think. I'm so shit at this game, man. I've not actually managed to get a kill yet. But, hey, we're all here for a good time, so it doesn't really matter, right? To the Richmond. Where is the Richmond Marvin Beach? That's an incredibly vague question. What's everybody else's favourite pub? I'm not going to know any of them. I mean, we could do GeoGuessr pubs. Although I feel like I've not got enough alcohol for that. I feel like I'd need... I mean, I'm saying that. I've literally got some whiskey. So I could get a whiskey glass. A Waiva tree in Liverpool. Never been to Liverpool. I'd quite like to. I wouldn't mind going to Liverpool. It's just a shame about the people, I suppose. But, say the same about Birmingham, really, actually. Ye Old Leathern Bottle in Wokingham. That sounds like it's old as well. How old do you have to be to buy alcohol in the UK? 18. But, I mean, come on, anyone that is 18 in this country has already been drinking for like 3 years prior to that, so... It's quite common, really, to drink from like 15, 14, I think, is generally when you start experimenting. Ribs of beef in Norwich. Is that a pub? Ribs of beef. That can't be a pub. You're making that up. I refuse to believe that is a real place that exists. I'm going to Google that. No, I need to Google that. I need to Google it. Ribs of beef. Because I feel like you're asking the ribs of beef. Holy shit, it's actually a real place. Why is it called that? The ribs of beef. What a stupid name for a pub. I've heard Norwich is quite nice, actually, to be fair. Well, I mean, I'm basing that on watching Alan Partridge and jokes about incest. But, like, other than that, I mean, fill your boots, right? The ribs of beef, it exists. It does exist. Fair play. Fair play. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. I don't speak much German. That's as far as that goes. Krankenwagen. Schmetterling. Ich liebe es. And, no, that's all I got. That's the only German I know. Oh, schnell. Schnell. I think that's now or quick. Zigaretten is cigarette. Scheiße. Everyone knows Scheiße. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm that multilingual. I'd like to learn. You know what? I downloaded Duolingo for like a week. I didn't use it for one day. And the bird just fucking freaked out. I couldn't. That's just too much. It's just like a wife just going. Yeah. Why are people saying salut in chat? Salut, salut, Paul. You can speak with without decent accent respect. Thank you, thank you. Muy bien. It's accents I don't. I like French, for example. Like it's just putting that little bit of in, like le petit med. I don't know, like, because you get some people from where I live. They're just like, Uno San Miguel, por favor. It's like, yeah. Hello, Anonymous. How are you? I hope that's not Anonymous, the hacking group out for blood. And yeah, other than that. And hello, Kian. Down One Gaming. You don't have to apologise for being late, it's fine. Lewis Martisi in Norwich is a good option. Good too, decent open mics. I do like an open mic night. Not performing, just going. I like getting a wine, pretending I'm sophisticated. You know. Most who try to speak German are so loud I must hold my ears. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I think it's got quite the reputation for being an aggressive accent, which I think to an extent it is. But equally, I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Never really thought about it. I have a gulag entry. I'm coming back for that. It's just sort of saying the words not aggressively, though, isn't it? Like Hanken. Same with French. Like I can't think of like la piscine. Although I do say it quite patronisingly, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Is anyone watching the Women's World Cup? I think England won today. I've not watched any of it, but it's on apparently. Apparently, there's a thing that's happening, and there was a shooting in Wellington on the same day or something. I don't know. I've avoided the news lately, just because it's clear mind than that, innit? Sometimes I wish I get an earache warning if someone's trying to speak German. I think it, yeah, like I think it's like an accent that people see it in a memey way almost. It's like Americans being fascinated with English, even though it's the fucking language they speak. But you know, Americans are different, shall we say? Yeah. Oh my God, you're British. It's like, yeah, we speak the same accent, you fucking Wally. But Americans are just on their own planet. The world would be a... I don't want to say it'd be a better place without them, but... it'd be different. It would be different. Wellington where? Wellington boot. I'm tired, as of course drunk bingo occurred last night for Blue Stream, but good. How was the drunk bingo? I was out, so I didn't actually know anything was going on. I didn't even know I was going out until about 4 o'clock, though, to be fair. My mate texted me, he was like, what are you doing tonight? I was like, I'm behaving. That's what I'm fucking doing, for one. Got a mortgage meeting on Tuesday, so, you know, got to be pretty good. He's like, gig, London, 3 tickets. I'll get your train ticket as well. I was like, alright, fair play. I was like, alright, you told me into it. But then, after I had a couple of drinks, I was like, oh, I'll just get around, whatever. I'll get around for the boys. So, you know, mental. Do Scottish people have a separate language, or is it just English? No, it's just a Scottish accent. It's English. Well, I mean, they might as well have their own. I think do you speak Gaelic in Scotland? I know you do in Ireland, obviously. But, yeah. I don't know if... because I know some parts of Scotland, like, don't like speaking English, right? Or am I... Is that a generalisation that we're all taught to try and keep us enemies? Personally work on a little railway. And when some English people come in, they look at us completely surprised hearing me speak English. The thing is, English is pretty much the most spoken language in the world, I think. Like, oh, hello. Besides, I mean, I don't know how it's worked out, but a lot of people, like, you go to most European countries and they pander to English-speaking people. It's sort of like, if I was in Europe and someone was trying to understand me and they couldn't, I'd try and go to French, because it's middle ground, you know? The Scots are crazy, innit? A wee bit. Only stopping in to say hi. Hello, Shah, how you doing? How you doing? Go on. You've done your bit, you can abandon us now, it's fine. Nah, I'm joking. I'll be good. Oh. Oh, yeah, we got a kill, baby. There we go. We are changed. We are back. We are so back. Oh, God, right. Okay. That's it. This is the game. This is the one. This is the one we win. Yeah, no, so, like, if I was in, I don't know, Holland, and someone didn't understand me, because I don't speak Dutch, I would default to, well, try and, I mean, Dutch will speak English anyway, so it wouldn't happen, but as an example, I would probably try speaking French, because it is common ground. No. Right. Can this guy just fuck off? Like, I'm busy. In the bin. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do for the last, like, hour. What now? Oh, I'm getting out of it. Right, there we go. Gaming. There is Scottish... Yes, there is Scottish Gaelic. That's the... I know, because they speak it in Southern Ireland as well. I don't know about Northern. Hayley will confirm. If she's still here and not just fucked off. But, yeah, I've never really heard it spoken in person. I mean, my cousin's wife's Irish, and I've never heard it from her. My girlfriend's Northern Irish, and I've never heard it from her, so I don't know if that's just one of them things, you know? Dutch is a mix of English and German. Yeah, I think that's an accurate assessment, to be honest, Marvin. Yeah. Dutch just looks made up, though, if I'm entirely honest. Just, it looks like the stupidest language all the time. The other funny one is Swedish as well. If you go to IKEA, just look at the names of everything. I don't know, I just find it baffling. It's like entertaining, but baffling at the same time. Do love it. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure how I didn't die there, by the way. Don't expect plays like that every single time, because it's not going to happen, but, yeah, we got out of that one, somehow. Chocolate yeah, that one. I mean, I know them cabinets there, the squares, they're called Kallax, I believe. Kallax. Although I can't pronounce it in a Swedish accent, because that I'd just sound racist if I did that, to be honest. It'd be like all of the stereotypes in one go. So, I won't do that. Fucking hell, that river's running, isn't it? Where are you going in a hurry? Why's it going so quick? Alright. Swedish should be a fascinating one to learn, though, to be fair. Or just any Scandinavian, I suppose. Do all Scandinavian people sort of meet in the middle when it comes to language? Or is it more, Where did you go, you son of a bitch? Right, high ground. Oh, piss. Piss. Scandis are a bunch of people. I haven't met any in person, but like I've seen a few in the community and that, and they've always been chill. Always a bit of a laugh. And I also liked the Vikings, which are kind of cool. We don't get taught it. Catholic schools probably do. That makes sense, actually. Because, I mean, hey, fuck British people, right? even though no one that's alive today is responsible for the things that happened 150 years ago. But, you know, we move. That's not the person. Right. Do I have a... Fuck off. Leap. Right. That's just Warzone in a nutshell, isn't it? Like, you do so well, and then just out of nowhere you're dead. The informal English mostly comes from German worms. Worms? Words. I'd suspect so, to be honest. Yeah, no, that kind of makes sense, because it's Germanic almost, isn't it? And a lot of what's here is... I mean, part of my family's descended from German. My my great-granddad, actually. Oh, no, my great-great-granddad on my dad's side was German. Moved over here before the First World War. And then changed his surname so it sounded less German because of obviously rising tensions. So I'm like the 16th. I think I worked out it's like a 16th German. I can't remember if it's my nan's dad or my nan's granddad. But it went from Buttelmann to Buttelmann. So, more you know. There you go. So I've got German in me. His name's Lars. We're a gay couple. That was a joke, I'm not. Jürgen is a good name. You know, I'm glad that we made up with the Germans after the war as well. From what I've seen, like, there's a lot of good people that are Germans out there. And, it's like, it's a cool culture as well. It's quite gothic and a bit like... I think it's similar to, like, Germany is similar in terms of how it's, I don't know, like, architecture and ancestry and all that shit. It's quite similar to England, I think. But I suppose that would have been influenced off of each other at one point or another in time anyway, so... Right, nonetheless, let's play Spot the Forklift Truck. That's the next game on my list. Take that. Okay. Got 30 seconds. I got 30 seconds to find a forklift truck. Fun little game I like to play. It's called Spot the Forklift Truck. I have no friends. We got one. There we go. Look at that bad boy. Oh, and he's in action. Oh, there's two of them, and he's in action. That is the worst fucking... Right, well, that's just How are you going to put that on the floor? How are you going to get that on the floor? You need to put them in. You need to put them closer together on the forks, and then you need to get that straight and on the floor as well. And then you need to put the forks there, and then you lift slightly tilted so that it doesn't fall off or wobble. Anyway. Mum is a Polish Jew. There's, Kyle's got, Polish Jewish heritage, I believe. I think his nan, or, no, not his nan. Nana Bio's still alive and kicking. It might be her parent. I'm not sure, Kyle will clear it up one day, I'm sure, because he's told me a couple of times and I've just forgotten, because I'm a bad friend. But, they are boyfriend, girlfriend, you are right. And I'm really excited to see Barbie. I've not seen Oppenheimer yet, and me and my mates were gonna see it this weekend, but like, it's sold out in every fucking IMAX screen, and I refuse to see it in anything other than IMAX. But yeah, dude, like, I've never seen a film sell out every single ticket. I suppose it's different because there's like 4 of us, 5 of us, but I must have just missed that guy. But yeah, like, I don't think I've ever seen it at the cinema where every seat is sold out. But I will see it. I mean, you know what? I've never seen Interstellar, and I have no idea why. Because I know that I'll like it. It's a Christopher Nolan film. It's about space, and it's probably got quite a convoluted and weird plot. But I kind of like that. I just haven't got around to seeing it, and I don't know why. Also, I like Matthew McConaughey, so that's always a bonus. But yeah, like, I've never seen it, which is mad considering that I love Christopher Nolan. Memento's a good film as well. I haven't watched it in years, so I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember enjoying it. And that's the main thing, right? Sport was the real winner there. Please, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Okay, no. You chill, you calm down, you calm down. Rats. Cologne is Cologne. Well. Oh, we're doing weird German words now. Right, I'm gonna try and do this German word. Staden, Burden, Hardenbad. Thank you. You're all weak. What's the fonts on the new whiskey? Do you mean Whiskey Tango? I've not seen it. Is it in the store? I must look. I'll have a quick gander. Yeah, come on. Free stuff still? I thought I claimed all the free stuff. Oh, yeah. That's, meow. That's quite a lot, to be fair. I think science might have gone too far. Sergeant Sprinkles reporting for duty. Meat eater. Okay. Yeah, I think we have gone tactical meow. We've gone too far, as I just in terms of science. I think it's this needs to be stopped. It does need to be stopped. That skin's gonna get overused, isn't it? Let's be honest. I still haven't watched The Boys. I need to. I'm sorry. It will happen. I just haven't got around to it yet. Pipe the fuck down. The cats are out. And so are you. Buying now. If you're buying it, come on the game. You rat. There's a dirty rat one too. Is that the one that looks like Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, the thing is, right, well, I'd love it. And I know full well I'd love it. I just haven't gotten. Well, I've got Netflix. I just don't use it. Actually, that said, they might have introduced that password thing now, so I might not be able to watch it. Oh no, it's on Amazon anyway, isn't it? It's not even Netflix. Yeah. In which case, I don't have Amazon Prime. I can't afford it at the minute anyway. Well, yeah. Once I've sorted out all this house shit, then maybe. We'll see, but there's no point. I've got a smart TV anyway, which I've not turned on actually. It's just occurred to me. It's been raining literally all day as well. Yeah. Okay, here, try and say this. Okay. For Hastrals, the B, the weird B is like S, two S's, right? So it'd be Senzug Schlustel. God, I butchered that one. What does it mean? I hope I've just not, like, said a slur in German. Mind you, that'd be rich coming from the Germans. They've done a lot worse. No offense, that was a joke. The B does make an S sound, I think, yeah. Don't have Amazon Prime anymore. Ugh. But you're meant to be Sugar Mummy. How am I meant to watch it if you've not bought it? So out. Do they do a DVD box set? Krankenwagen is still and will always be my favourite German word. Yeah, that's like Schmetterling as well. Is one of my favourite. I don't know why I only know them two. Yeah, they're the only German words I know for really. Well, and the others that I did earlier, but that's about it really. I'm on a team with Spunk. Okay, cool. Sick. Nice one. It's an important part of the safety system for railways. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I've learned some German infrastructure with the railways today. I've been educated. And at the end of the day, if anything come out of this stream, I've learned something. And I think education really is the most important thing here. Rather than me nursing this side, because I know that once this runs out, How could I have been so short-sighted? I knew full well I'd want a drink. Blood orange gin. That's from last, but she didn't like it because it was from Lidl, and she's a classy gal. Too classy for me, apparently. I know the C word in German. That's as far as my German experience goes. Why? Why do you know that? I did told an Italian man to fuck off in Italian last night, which was quite cool. Sarcastically. I felt like he was in the mosh pit and it was like just between songs. So he was like, "You enjoying it?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, obviously I'm enjoying it. I'm dripping with fucking sweat, like, and other people's sweat. Oh yeah, the game. Obviously I'm enjoying it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Italian." I was like, "Oh okay." Oh, there's an unfortunate name that's just killed Spunk in the chat. Oh dear. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm Italian." I was like, "I know a bit of an Italian." He was like, "Oh yes." I went, "Vaffanculo." And what is this guy doing? And he was like, "Oh no." And I went, "That's all I know. I'm sorry." And then I said, "Ciao bello." That was hello beautiful. So it was all alright in the end. Don't know why I told that story. It was pretty dead, to be honest. There wasn't really a climax to it. He did immediately go missing after that in a mosh pit, but hey, part and parcel. Wob. Abyssal. I can't. My brain physically shuts down trying to read that. Spunk has been redeployed. When you get the vasectomy undone. Oh, sniper. Okay, do I have a plan B? I don't think I even had a fucking plan A, to be honest. Right, you can get out of the way, Mr. Sniper. I don't care for it. I don't care for your intervention here. I've returned, and now with alcohol. Fantastic news. Good job. RPK is... I think RPK is still going to be meta somewhat on it. But you just run past him, you stupid. What was that? Fuck it, Spunk can't save for love nor money. Jesus Christ. He literally is going for the egg, isn't he? There's a joke about sperm and conception. Might be too intelligent for some of you. Spunk down Drew tight. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we found our feet a little bit. Wob Mister 123 that's a good name as well, to be honest. He's the Wob Mister. I don't know what these fellas are saying though. This is the problem with always playing with randoms, because you never know really what they're thinking. Like, mind you, even when I play with the boys, none of us really communicate. We're not very good at the game. Kabelzug is something you can use to pull wire through the wall. Oh, it's so technical, isn't it? Oh, you bloody Germans and your efficiency. I envy it. I really do. Wish I was like that. Just all like, you could be going for any word on planet Earth right now, and you're going for like the technical ones to do with maintenance and stuff like that. It's such a German thing. Rate it though. I rate it. Are there any because obviously we have our stereotypes about the Germans over here, like not really having a sense of humour and stuff like that. Like, you know, all the stereotypes. Do German have stereotypes about the English? I'm actually curious to know, because don't get me wrong, I hate the English. We're a bunch of pricks, but I'd be intrigued to see how other nations see it. I genuinely am curious to see if other people think or have weird certain stereotypes about the British. Alright, let's just clear that. How come people blame Germany for World War I? Well, it's a complicated one. Germany kind of started... Well, Franz Ferdinand started it, really. Oh, wait, no. Not the band. Not the band. Everyone usually comes for our teeth, don't they? I think maybe in the 1800s. Maybe not so much now. I should say that in Essex, everyone here's got veneers. Everyone's been to Turkey. Yeah, World War One was literally just a bicker between the royal families that got out of hand. That was all that was. That wasn't the German people's fault. Watch All Quiet on the Western Front. That's a really good film. Doesn't really go too much into detail, but I'm sure there's 1,001 metaphors from the visual in that film that you could go, oh well, this is just like, you know. No, please, man. I'm just trying to partake in this video game. But yeah, no. So Austria, Hungary, and Serbia. Yeah, something like that. And then I think it wasn't contained. It just got out of hand from there. Obviously, less said about World War II, the better, I suppose. But we know what happened there, pretty much. Like, that story's been told. But again, the reason that happened really was because of how Germany were treated after the First World War, because they were almost embarrassed at the Treaty of Versailles. Like, the restrictions were put on so hard that theoretically, in order for it to never happen again. And the rules that were enforced on Germany were so harsh and so humiliating to them that Captain Mr. A.H. he wanted basically, it was like a revenge story almost. He felt like they'd been humiliated and embarrassed and wanted to essentially just be like, oh, actually, player 2 has entered the building, you know. So, yeah, that's the way I see it, at least. How did you come to World War II? I just told you. Pesky AH, yeah, that's that badger. Have I joined World War II Geek Nerd Club? Well, I was going to play Battlefield 5 tonight, and then I chickened out at last minute, because I was like, it's just going to be me talking shit about the war, and like, it's just going to be me chatting a load of bollocks about tanks. I mean, I could still play it, really, but another time. Oh, dude, he was towards the end. He was on so many drugs. I think like crystal meth. He was a massive crystal meth user as well. And I imagine there would have been some form of steroids involved as well as treatment. I think he had Parkinson's, and I think steroids are sort of like a cure for that. So it's a fascinating story. Like, I mean, up until like, I mean, yeah, obviously he was, you know, awful human, but like, to get Germany out of what their economy was like at the time is impressive politically. Like, you got to say that. Up until the point where it started, you know, going obviously bad. But like, yeah, the fact he managed to get them out of the economical pickle, shall we say, that they were in, is, you know, as a politician, that you've got to be decent at being a politician for that. But also, you know, don't try killing 6 million people of a certain race because you don't like them. Don't do that. That's quite topsy-turvy, isn't it? You know, that whole ethnic cleansing thing is not really cool. It's not really a, you know, it's a bit of an L move. Very Chad of it. That's all I'm saying. You're painting. It's a block. You're painting the block. I love the different job titles in Germany, such as Elektroniker for Gebaud. I can't do that one. Und Infrastructure System. Oh, I love that. Infrastructure System. I can't say it properly. That's class, though. I rate that. I don't know why that's made me laugh so much, because I can tell what it is. I know it's an infrastructure system. But, yeah. That's good. I need to go Google Translate at some point. It's like that spaghetti one. So spaghetti. Who have we got this time? Red Cross and Umadro. Alright. He's on TikTok. Someone get this guy's TikTok account up. I beg. You Madro. I could do it. I'll do it from here. Sorry, I had to DJ Khaled one up earlier. I don't know how much of that you heard, but I literally just opened TikTok and my phone goes, "Call me asparagus." If that come through a mic, that would have been class. Because I could have I was talking about DJ Khaled memes earlier. That's the only reason. Ah, is this? No, it's not. This building's from World of War. Yeah, this building's from World of War. Fucking, how many assets are they going to go through to build these? Have they like officially run out of ideas? Let's go golfing. Like, I just love it. I don't know why. DJ Khaled's on his own spectrum, dude. Honestly, he's invented a new spectrum. Rate it fully. It's funny. It's hilarious. Bring out the lobster. I can't do the accent, but my God, what a great man. It'll be a sad day when diabetes takes him, which it will. Okay. Oh, I can buy both guns. Sound. Let's have it. Can't wait to inevitably lose these for some bullshit reason. And perhaps what is this? That's a glass one. I do love it. Like how that man became famous is honestly astounding. Like, is he so thick that he's actually clever, or is it like a Rain Man situation? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. I cannot figure it out. I refuse to believe anyone is that
Welcome to the cum zone.
Big ups, Ollie. 16 fucking months, man. Jesus, dude. I mean, I can only thank you, obviously. That's a long fucking time. Oh, really? In the bin. Come on. If I'd have hit that, that would have been class. And you. Right. Oh, I need ammo. Piss. Do I... No, okay, probably not. Not worth that shot, I suppose, is it? Although they're out of the circle, they've got to come this way. And we do have big random red circle. I am being hunted as well, so that's to add a spanner in the works, isn't it? DJ Khaled is me at the age of 2, suddenly becoming conscious and having an undying thirst for knowledge. It's pretty much that, to be honest, yeah. It's the same vibe. For sure. For real. No cap. On God. Oh, this guy bussing. But no, he's not. He's dead. Give me your ammo. I need it more than you do. Thank you, buddy. I don't even need that loadout either. There we go. Oh, piss. Alright. Okay, I'm just... There's people around that corner. Why are you messaging me on PlayStation saying let's go golfing, Haley? I get it on my phone. You know I get it on my phone. I just died for... Well, actually, I was... eliminated. Right, okay. Well, that was fun. 13th again. It's like the second time in a row. Another one. That one actually works. That meme actually works in context. It's been, right. It's been right. I don't know. You can't really tell because the lighting is just so. It looks like I'm in heaven right now, which is actually where I am. I'm actually reporting to you live from heaven. But yeah, like literally, it's just grey and miserable out there and raining, and it hasn't stopped raining since this morning. So, What are you drinking? Technically it's blues. Wild berries, recorder lig. It's quite nice. Hello, Lamau. How are you? And my week's been alright, actually, Ollie. It's been busy. Busy with adult stuff. Property shit. So, fingers crossed I'll be out of here soon. But, I've got to go through all the boring adult side of it first. So, we'll get there, but... Yeah. Take its time. It will take its time. But, view the place, and hopefully can get it sorted. Got a meeting on Tuesday, so I should know more then. Not getting too excited, just in case, and it's got a good view, so if I get it, I'm gonna be fucking chuffed. But we'll see. I'm not gonna cry if I don't. I might cry a bit. Other than that, though, yeah, been alright. Work's been pretty chill. What else did I do? Played football 3 times, went to the gym. Got a new shirt, got a new football shirt. It's a Glentoran one, my Northern Irish team. I had a mental game on Thursday. It was a qualifier, so it was the second leg, and it was a draw at the end of it. Well, the other team went 1-0 up, and then in the 13th minute of injury time, Glentoran got a goal to equalise. So it went extra time. Then went to penalties. Then it went to 14 for they went out on penalties, but the score was 14-13 or something ridiculous. It went round the whole team. So quite a wild game by the sounds of it. But anyway, I'm following them this year as well. So new West Ham away kit come out today. That looks mint. I will have to get that at some point, I think. I'll see what the third kit looks like actually as well. And yeah, that's about it. I had a chicken and a cheese and bacon slice for breakfast yesterday. That was pretty wild. Went to a gig last night. Yeah, it's been a pretty weird week, to be honest. My brain has just sort of not really stopped. So I've not edited or anything at all, to be honest. I need to sort that. I should probably get an editor for any of this. I like doing it myself because, why is this not me? But yeah, other than that, just chilling. Why have I been mentioned? Bring out the lobster. Is a West Ham fan? Okay, that's good. Why have I been added? Tag someone you wish you went to the same school with. Oh, me. I mean, 16-year-old me wasn't cool. I was not cool. Let's go through my Facebook memories, right? An insight to how I was growing up. Because I was still doing this, back then. I just wasn't doing it, you know? I was just doing it on my own and not actually uploading anything. Right, this was when I was 16. There was when 50 Shades of Grey come out, and I was in Tesco and I saw it, and I put a caution wet. You can't really see that. There's a caution wet floor sign in front of the copies of 50 Shades of Grey. Comical, funny, edgy humour, quite funny. In the cinema and on my phone because I'm an illegal nutter. And then this one, awesome juice, good night, smiley face. It's ... Thursday, smiley face. That's where I was at. I wasn't particularly cool. I was just playing video games and getting angry at hackers. Perhaps, what is this? Holy, please stop sending me messages. This is like when Loomkey sends me memes that I'm not going to open while I'm here. Although I suppose you are an exception because, you're my girlfriend, I guess. Are the memes are they worthy of opening Is that why you're sending them, or are you just sending them for me to see afterwards? Let me know, please, now. Tell me. Woman, tell me now. You definitely use YOLO unironically. Well, no, that's the thing. I wasn't into that sort of scene. I was like, not necessarily an indie kid, but like I didn't really listen to pop music or anything like that, I suppose. So I was quite anti-YOLO, actually, I seem to recall. I didn't really know who Drake was until, like, bloody, 2014. I'd heard of him, but I'd never listened to him. But, yeah, no, I was brought up on rock and indie, mate. I didn't go YOLO. I weren't the YOLO crowd. It's a whole different scene. Look at me, I'm too white to have known what YOLO meant at that point in time, dude. Ooh. Oh, okay. Just setting off car alarms now, are we? What is this? And perhaps what is this? I'm gonna find out. How about that? Not enough space. Perhaps I'd best get to a rooftop. Or the big sky pole. Up, and away we go. I'm just getting spammed pictures now, aren't I? What's your life story? What part do you want to know? Sorry? What is going on? I didn't want to do that. I didn't... Oh, okay. What part? All of it. Well, I was born. Went to school. Finished that school. And then I went to big boy school, and then I finished that, and then I went to big boy school, finished that, did sixth form, finished sixth form, just chilled, got a job. My first Saturday job was at Costa. I was a barista. It was quite cool. I got paid £41 for a shift, I discovered earlier. And then I did accidentally also throw a mug at an old lady once. and then I got a full-time job in a guitar shop where I was for 8 years. And that job made me sad and depressed and skipped. And also caused me to be in my overdraft near enough every month for like 4 years. That was cool. And then I got a new job. This is like present day. And then I got a new job and become faultless certified. Got a mega cool girlfriend, and I'm pretty much just like a top shagger now, I suppose. That's kind of my job title. Just all round cool dude. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. It's kind of what I do now. Yeah, rumour has it I've been banned from going to schools recently. Yeah, no. That's a lie. I banned myself from going to schools. Purely because I hate children. And that's how I'm confident I could never be a paedophile, to be honest. Because the idea of children in themselves, I do genuinely believe we should stop producing as a race for 10, 15 years maybe, and then come back to it at a later point and go, alright, we've saved Gen Z from whatever the fuck they're doing, because I do genuinely worry for that generation. Honestly, seeing some of these like live TikToks and stuff like that, you know, the ones where people are getting like the emojis, like bits donated or whatever, and they're like, wow, a balloon, wow, a balloon. All them, like them, just... We need a fucking purge, honestly. We need to rid these people of the planet. They are making our civilization, humanity as we know it, they are making us dumber. And honestly, I don't know how that is allowed to... ice cream, so good. Yeah, like stuff like... Just... How has this happened? How... We are, as a species, we've been to the fucking moon. We've been to Mars. Well, not yet, but we've sent robots to Mars. Like, we've invented so many things, and that's where we are at the minute. That's what the young generation are doing. It's concerning, like genuinely concerning. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand what the appeal is. I should lead the revolution against the ice cream so good. I don't think there even needs to be a revolution. We should just kill them. To be honest, that sounds quite... Sorry, that escalated quite a bit. I'm just saying, we should purge them. We should get rid of them. They should be banned from living or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how we'd do it. But it can't go on the way it's going on, because this... I mean, we already are pretty much, but this civilization is doomed. If we carry on going down that route, then we ain't making it another 100 years, Chief. I'm telling you that much. Anyway, beyond the point. Feel a bit confronted. Oh no, are you one of these people? No, I'm not saying genocide by any stretch of the imagination, because it's only a select group that are the problem here. It's not a whole civilization of people. It's not a whole race. I'm just saying. It's selective purging. That's all. And the people that watch it and facilitate it and spend money on it. Other than that, everyone else can chill. Everyone else just, you know, make a tea. Put your feet up. You're safe. You're safe. Cafe Nicholas. It's your boy. That's me. Oh yeah. Maybe I'm going to do an ice cream stream. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know what they're actually called. Like TikTok Live. But I'll come up with all sorts of weird, like, bit reactions. So, like, if you put the monkey emoji, I'll just freak out and start making chimp noises. Start just beating things up in my house. Banging on my chest and just screaming. Throwing shit at the walls, that sort of thing, you know. What happened? Alright, looks like we're... Okay, that man is literally sleeping with the fishes. Okay. What's going on here? Imagine we all had to earn internet licenses to use the internet, and then we could say we're internet certified. You know what? You should have to do an intelligence test to get on the internet, I think. That would... The internet would benefit. That said, I was on the internet playing RuneScape age 7, so... I'd have missed out. And that... But, like, the thing is, I spent my life on the internet, and I have not been affected by it. I wouldn't say particularly. Like... I like, at gigs, for example, right? I'll take the odd photo and video. Like, I'll take, like, 10-second video, maybe, just to remind myself that I was there. But when I saw Arctic Monkeys about a month ago, some people were just filming the entire gig. It's like you're living through your phone. Just take it in. Just enjoy it. Like, you don't have to film everything. Last night, I mean, I was at, obviously it's a metal, like, sort of rock music sort of concert. Like, literally, I saw about 2 phones the entire night. And it's like, that they're the people that are really in it. Like, they're the ones, that's their sort of culture, I guess. Like, that's what they are. So, I don't know, it's a difficult one. See, it's the spoon emoji proceeds to throw it across the room. Yeah, exactly. We need stuff like that. See the poo emoji and just turf on the carpet. Yeah, no, dude. It's... I do think the internet needs to be banned for... Or restricted, at least. Certain restrictions need to be put in place for younger people, because the internet's not like it was 10, 15 years ago. The internet's a much different place now. It's, I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Sounds like a casual Thursday night. Well, if turfing on the carpet is your standard Thursday night, good on you. If it makes you happy, absolutely go for it, my son. Bit weird, but hey, you do you, boo. You wouldn't have any viewers if that happened. Yeah, well, precisely. No, I mean, to be fair, everyone here is pretty somewhat, or at least a little bit switched on. You know? It's sort of like with these, it's just sort of like jingling some keys in front of a toddler, just going, look at the shiny, shiny. Yes. I'm just gonna stop ranting because I feel old. I do feel old. I'm feeling older and older by the day. Dude, I went in mosh pits last night. It's gonna take me about a month to recover. I hope you know that. I'm gonna be bedridden for like the next month. Like your mum will be after an appointment with the dick doctor, aka your boy. Yeah, got ya. Don't mess with me, or I'll just fry up some zingers like that. Oh, have I done it again? Didn't mean to do it again. It was an accident. Okay. Well, sticking together might be an idea, wouldn't it? You'd think. Our generation's desensitized because of the internet. To an extent. But I do feel like the kids of the generation below ours have just been dumbed down so much because of it at the same time. Like, stuff like TikTok has completely... Not desensitized... Well, yeah, it's desensitized them, obviously. But, I don't know. I just feel like they're so desensitized that they don't seem to have this grip with reality that we've got, you know? But, you know... Hey, keep the people dumb. Get away with whatever you want. Surprised you didn't receive an aneurysm in that pit. I've seen some of the states people... Oh, honestly, you should have seen me when I come out of it, to be fair. Like, that's... I had to buy the t-shirt just so I didn't fucking gas out the front of my own. I couldn't do it. I have dignity to an extent. I couldn't do it. It was so hot in there as well. Oh my god. Like, you can... a couple points I was like, I can't breathe. And, but then it was alright. It was chill. I mean, I've dealt with mosh pits before, but usually I've been in, like, outside festivals, and they're a bit different, but... attention span's gone out the window. Yeah, no, totally. 100%. Hello, Feek Black Ice. How are you doing? What's going on? GeoGuessr? What do you mean, GeoGuessr? What now? Do some GeoGuessr, I suppose. Do we fancy some GeoGuessr? Is that what people are saying? I'll do a poll. You've got like a minute and a half to decide. Didn't you want to play it? Yeah, I would rather do it when I've got wine and cheese though, so I won't do the poll. I'll do a game or two more. I'm saving the GeoGuessr for wine and cheese night. Whenever that is. Be next month at some point now. I could do it Wednesday, maybe, potentially. Do I have any plans for Wednesday? I don't think I do. Don't think I've got any plans for Wednesday. Doing gig photography and getting dragged into a mosh pit is an experience. Oh, dude, I saw some guy with an actual, like, decent camera in the pit yesterday. I was like, how the fuck are you doing that? Even Bantamane broke his sternum. Sternum. Please, what is that? Being tossed like a rag doll. I don't know how you lads do it. Yeah, but he's a twink. Not, I mean, not in that sense. But like, he's quite small and skinny. He's smaller than me, like height wise. Obviously, I'm quite, chunky. So, and I mean, I've been going in mosh pits since I was like 14, 15, maybe. So I know what I'm doing. And literally, all you got to do is just keep your arms up so that you don't get them broken or anything like that between your titties. How the fuck did he do that? That's impressive. Yeah, basically, you just gotta. It's all keeping your arms close together and stuff. In these ones, at least, like, because all the metalheads are they're genuinely such a lovely crowd as well. To be fair, I will say that. But, like, as soon as you go down, you're back, like, people will pick you back up. Like, at one point, like, some girl fell over in front of me, and, like, 3 people, we, like, pushed everyone else out of the way just to get back up. And it's like, and then I found my friends at the end of the night, grabbed both of them, and then we all fell over, and then, like, within seconds, we were back on our feet. It's just like, and everyone does look after each other, so, yeah. But obviously, we're on quite a big build. I've never really had any problems. I did notice yesterday. I was sort of in the middle of the mosh pit, just sort of standing there, and I was like, people are bouncing off of me. This is great. But yeah, a lot of weird looking metal people. It's great. Metalheads are great. I do love them. Metalheads when I put magnets under the soil. Don't blame COVID, even though COVID is very questionable. Kids existed through COVID. They got married. I think COVID's a massive part of it, to be fair, because it's missing them year and a half, 2 years, missing all, like, especially social development. I think it's going to have a much more of an impact than people realise. I think. I've just seen the picture you've sent me of DJ Khaled in the bath, Haley. Thanks. Got a video from a pendulum pit at Download where you see people falling and getting picked up. Yeah, no, exactly like that. I mean, I saw Pendulum when I was 14. Tell you what, it was 2010, 13 years ago in 2 days' time. Irrelevant, I know, but whatever. Just to give you an idea. But yeah, no, same thing. Like, that was one of the first experiences I properly had with pits, and like, everyone looks after everyone. It is good. Like, I think mosh pits do seem quite scary, but they are class. Me and Isaac are seeing Bring Me the Horizon in January as well. They're going to be fucking brutal. I am looking forward to that. Like, I sent Isaac a message saying, like, oh, this is warm up for that. Albeit that was last night. Was in a much, like, Bring Me the Horizons at the O2. This was a fucking underworld in Camden, which is about as big as this room, if that. Like, the band are on the stage literally at waist height, so you can touch them and stuff like that. So with Bad Omen, I think Bad Omen might be supporting. Yeah, I've listened to them a few times. Got a couple of songs stashed away. Got like I've got a metal playlist just called Bleh. And that saved me my old job a few times. Basically, they'd tell when I was in the bad place because I'd have that playlist on. I'd just put it on loud, and they'd come outside and go, "Oh, are you in Nick's dark place today?" I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck off, busy, go away." They're like, "Do you need help?" I'm like, "No, do it on my own." Yeah, but yeah, that wasn't the major problem with that job. It was whatever. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm excited to see Isaac in a mosh pit. I think that's all it is, to be honest. I'm just really excited to throw Isaac in the middle of a fucking circle pit. It's going to be so good. What I want, I'm going to see if I can convince him to get in the middle of the pit before it kicks off and just hit the griddy. I think it'd be class. It'd be great. But anyway, sometimes I'm scared that there are such questionable entities on the internet, and I ask myself what is wrong with your generation. Yeah, I think every generation's got wrong-uns in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some boomers who are fucking class. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of them... Like, I play football with a fair few people older than me, and they are of... I think, you know what we say, boomers? Boomers are people that were born, like, directly after the war, like our nans and stuff. It's the generation below them, like our parents' generation. They're the ones that are Karens and such. But I play football with a fair few people... bit younger than that, to be fair, maybe 10, 15 years older than me, and honestly, some of them are class. Like, I was talking to one of them on Tuesday, or Thursday. I just viewed a property and I was talking to him about it, and usually I think a lot of people of that generation would be like, oh, well, I bought my first house for £8,000 and we had to work really hard to do it, and it's just like, you know, that sort of standard sort of conversation, I suppose. But he was like, oh, right, tell you what to do. If you do this, this, and this, it'll give you a much better idea. Like, he actually sort of taught me through a few things, and I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. And, like, I did it, and the advice actually has been fucking real good. So, yeah, I think a lot of them are class, but then you get the Karens that just moan at every opportunity they get. Like, my town's group chat is just great for it. It's so good. There was some children, right? Get this. Just summer holidays are on the way, right? There were some children doing wheelies in the high street earlier. The cars had to stop. What? Execute them. Execute them for high treason. How dare they be outside? And and then there's always like the one comment like, would you rather them be at home playing video games? It's just like, what do you want from these kids? They're bored. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are they meant to do? They're just meant to sit at home like Victorian children. Like, they just meant to sit on their bed, right? Just doing this. Okay, you know what? I died, but it was worth it. Right, is that what they're meant to do? They're just meant to sit at home like Victorian children. They're being told off. Just just the kids are going to be kids. Unless they're actually causing trouble and, like, beating people up and robbing people. Doesn't matter, really, does it? Like, they're not causing trouble. Anyway, they're the kind of old people I hate. Or middle-aged people. This is why I declared war on middle-aged people. The other week. Just because they're fucking arrogant. Not all of them, admittedly, but a lot of them. It's all basically, it's just the middle-class fucking ones. But, you know, you're going to get that anywhere, I think, really. There's some TikTok users on there that solely comment, I hate my generation, not going outside and stuff. Like, bro, you're no different. Keep saying it, you know. My generation was similar, to be fair, to an extent. I don't know, because I feel like at the time we were just a generation of just... I don't know, I'm a Zennial, technically speaking. I'm not a millennial, I'm not Gen Z, but I'm in the middle. Like, I'm sort of too young to be a millennial, but too old to be a Gen Z. So I am technically a Zennial, which does give me that little bit of leverage, because I'm in the middle. So, like, when I was a kid, I'd still go and play out and play in the park and, you know, go out with my mates and stuff like that, or play football. And I went in the garden and played in sand pits and shit when I was a kid. But then I also had a PS2 at age 7, and I was on the internet from like the age of 10. So I sort of, by the time I was on the internet, I'd already learned the dangers of internet safety and talking to strangers online, which is ironically what I've been doing on here for like the last however many years. And it's like, obviously, it's different these days because everybody's on the internet and it's much easier to know who you're talking to and stuff like that. Social media is good for that side of it, I think. Albeit it's got its flaws with catfishing and stuff. But, you know, you got to be pretty thick to be catfished seriously. Like, I'm talking the ones that, like, send thousands of pounds to someone they've not even met. You know, that sort of thing. And, yeah, but, like, by the time I'd got on the internet, I was sort of old enough to understand the dangers of it and everything, and the do's and don'ts, and, you know, I never had any issues, really, because of that, I think. But again, I think that's just upbringing. That's just upbringing, I think. But that being said, like, I didn't really go outside much growing up after that. But yeah, so I think that's sort of like the cut-off, really, between Gen Z and Millennial. Which, well, my weird little generation falls into, I guess. Do you know what reverse exorcism is? I imagine it's a joke about priests putting something inside a child. I won't go into details, but you can pretty much put the rest of that joke together, I'm sure. I don't think I need to work that one out for you. There you go. I've given you the tips. It's sort of like a tutorial level, right? I've given you the tips. You can figure the rest out on that one. When the devil tries to get the priest out of the child, yeah. I like the, in brackets, it's just a joke. Thank you for clearing that up. I was ever so curious as to whether or not this was a joke or not. But no, that's a good one. That's a good. I've heard that one before, but it is good. It's funny. Ooh, hello. Hello, Peter. Right. I promise I won't go on any more boomerangs for the next month. How about that? I'll cut you a deal. No more boomerangs. It's like a boomerang, except just me getting pissed off at Sharon down the road. I don't know anyone called Sharon. Fucking hell, hit him as well. Alright. I don't have any ammo. I should have thought that through. But I do, however, How? Oh my. We really? Right. Right, I need bum rushing. Get fucked. Okay, I made the executive decision there to just panic and deal with that as I saw fit. So no, that's not what I wanted to do, is it? Teach me how to buy a house when they're 2,500 times more expensive than last year. Wait for a family member to help you out. Is the honest advice. Either wait for a family member to die, or wait for family to help you. Because I'll be honest, I've had help, and I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't. So I think that would be the same as for a lot of people my age. Also, I'm going shared ownership, which means you only own like 50% of the property, but it means you're on the property ladder and you're not renting and just throwing money at the wall. So from what I've seen, I mean, obviously I've not done it myself fully yet. I'm like only at the beginning phases, really. I've got conversations and stuff happening, but it's looking alright. I think I've got everything I need for it. Get a decent credit score as well. I mean, for me, I didn't trust if you don't trust yourself with money, don't get a credit card. I'm not one for giving financial advice, by the way, so this is just what I've done personally, but don't get a credit card unless you know you're confident with paying it back, and what was the other thing? If you're gonna to get your credit score up, just do a finance where it's a direct debit, pay monthly. Have a few years of fun. But, yeah. Would you rather be born as a boomer or Gen Alpha? Generation Alpha. Oh, definitely not Gen Alpha. Dude, as much as they've got all the iPads and all that shit, they're coming into a pretty fucking horrible world, if I'm entirely honest. Dude, by the time these kids are 20, the world's going to be not the best of places, to be fair. They're going to struggle, I think, a lot more than we are. Boomers, they had it pretty easy. And you got to live in the 90s, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so that's my answer. I'd go boomer all day, but purely on the basis that, one, I'd get to go to raves in the 80s and 90s. That'd be really cool. And secondly, house prices were cheaper. And also, you could, like, domestic abuse was a bit more relaxed back then, so, you know. Could drink a Stella, no one's going to bat an eyelid. This is a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That's going to get misconstrued. It's just a wee jokey joke. Just a wee... I worded it badly, but it was a joke. I need shields. We're doing alright for circle, actually, here. As soon as this guy comes through, though. Come on, you coward. Where did he go? Just a wee joke. Yeah, just a little jokey joke. Robin, Leon. Robin. Oh, my hero. Actual G. My guy. Water strike. Oh, rats. No, get it from both angles. Nah, never mind. I would not do well as a femboy boomer. 1980 tried to survive for 5 minutes as a femboy. Oh, you'd be eradicated. Luckily, I'm a straight signal male, so I'd be fine. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have to worry about that, personally. Just, the internet's a scary place these days. I'm more scared of the internet nowadays than I was when I was 10. Which I think says it all, really. I'm more scared of the people on the internet, I think, than I am the actual internet. Like, AI doesn't really scare me maybe as much as it should, but I don't understand it, so that's probably why. All these experts coming out and going, we got to be careful with AI. I'm just sort of like, why are we saying that? Why are we saying that, Chief? What do you know that I don't? Like, realistically, the only way that AI would fuck us up is if we let it, surely, right? Because as long as you don't connect it to the internet, keep it on a separate... Just don't plug a LAN cable into it, right? Yeah, like, surely, unless... If it wants to invade the internet, I suppose it probably could. But, like... I don't understand it enough to sort of say, right, these are the dangers that AI actually brings, you know? It confuses me, so... Someone will know more than I do, though. Right, 5 teams left still. Sounds like Mr. Beast video. I'd watch it. I've never watched the Mr. Beast video, but I'd watch that one. Oh, good vision. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this with a sniper, guy? He's fucked. There's no way he's winning. Case closed. Surely. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We'll take fault. I'll do one more. We sent 1,000 femboys back in time to dismantle the Berlin Wall. What a video that would be. I mean, even then, that, like... Boomers had it kind of lucky, to be fair. Not boomers, but, like, the generation 2 before mine, maybe. Like, parents' generation. Like, because they sort of lived through the end of the Cold War when there was not really any threat anyway. And then, like, between 1989, or no, 91 when the Berlin Wall come down, and, like, now, there's been, like, absolutely no threat beyond 9/11, I suppose. But, like, it's been, like, just been calm. Do you know what I mean? Just go to the pub, have a pint. Just, yeah, I don't know. It would, yeah. I don't know. I do like 90s, though. 90s were really cool. I'm glad I got to live in them for 4 years. From what I don't remember any of it. I remember going to a train museum when I was like 3. And I remember listening to fucking Ocean Colour Scene in the car as a wee top. But that's it. I believe Barbie could replace Morbius being the film ever made. No, I refuse to believe that. Barbie will not make $14 more billion. It might make $4 billion, but it won't have anything on the more billion bucks or whatever it was. Also, Barbie probably is actually decent. I've seen some reviews pretty early off, and I'm like, oh, I actually kind of want to watch this film. My sister went and saw it today, but she's not back yet, so I don't know how it was. And I still haven't seen Oppenheimer, which I was like messaging my mates like, we'll get tickets for day one because I want to see it on release. And we were like, yep, that's fine, we'll do that. And then we didn't. So might be seeing it tomorrow, but we'll see. Killed by a woman. Seeing Oppenheimer tomorrow. I've only heard good things. It's Barbie time. What's the $1 bucks to more billion money ratio? Well, I've not checked the exchange rate, but I think more billions like 2 to every barb. I want to watch Oppenheimer, not for the film, just see Robert Downey Jr. and Cillian Murphy. I want to watch it for the film. I'm a history buff anyway, to be fair. Isaac said, he was like, there's like half an hour of geopolitics in there you're going to cream over. I was like, I almost definitely will. And, yeah, no, the story itself is quite fascinating. I think it's quite an important one as well. Like, bear in mind, I'd argue it's more important for humanity than the moon landings by a long stretch. Dude, we created the power to annihilate our entire species at the press of a button. And then meddled with it even more for like 40 years. And then went, okay, we've made these bombs big enough. That first one wasn't big enough. Let's make it 100 times bigger. Let's make sure the race would simply not survive if like 4 of these went off at once. Let's do that. That's a great idea. That's not irresponsible at all. Oh, leverage? Oh, leverage over other nations? You mean no one will ever attack us again? Ah, okay, you should have said. So, that's what that is. They gave that power to people like Putin and Trump. You know, the ironic thing is, I don't think either of them would ever press the button, personally. I'm genuinely more worried about Biden pressing the button than I am fucking Putin. And Trump, I think, so you like about him, sexist, misogynistic, whatever, but as a... This is going to sound weird whichever way I word it, but he was a people person. He's a businessman. It's his job to be good with people, which is kind of what you want for someone in charge of a country. If you're doing diplomacy, you need someone that is good with people and doing business deals. Like, not Biden. He doesn't know what fucking day of the week it is. Do you know what I mean? At least with Trump, don't get me wrong, the man has his faults, 100%, but the world was safer with him in. I genuinely do think that. I don't agree with Trump personally on a lot of the things he says. Immigration policy, get the fuck out of it. But like, I do think that like he was more sane than Biden is. The thing, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult to go into it without sort of going conspiracy theory territory, isn't it? Because it's like you don't know how much is true, you don't know how much isn't. But yeah, nah, genuinely, I do. It's a tricky one. Oh, hello. No. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, how is Biden even in charge of that country still? Like, it's concerning. But I mean, hey, it's almost as if we're just trying it. I don't know. Whole situation's fucked. I know what they're doing. Well, I'm sure it'll come out in 50 years' time, just being a big fuck up. But yeah, back to the point though. I don't think any buttons are going to be pressed, personally. Purely on the basis that you look at things like the BRICS summit, which is going on at some point in August, I think. You look at the BRICS summit, and you look at, you know, they're setting all this up, and you know, they're Russia, for example, are like close in trade with China and stuff. These people do not want to die. These people do not want to be extinct. They want to make money. They want to live. They don't want to die. And America, I'd be more worried about America doing it, genuinely. Like, for Russia, it's leverage. That's all it is. For America, it's a dick-swinging contest. And they want Putin out, so obviously they're going to just support Ukraine as much as they possibly can until the fucking end of time. Because it challenges their authority on the world, but yeah, I don't know, the whole situation's just fucking mental. So it's just easier not to think about it. That's why I've stopped watching the news. George Washington, was George Washington, what, back in like the 1500s? Yeah, blue screaming back in the TikTok's guards was yeah, quite well. Are you gonna revive me, mate? Big Shaq, please. I'm begging. Big Shaq. Oh, I'm up. Okay, I thought I was down. Shows how much attention I've been paying. Run for president. I could. 1700s. Kennedy was probably one of the better presidents. But then, obviously, you've also got the conspiracy. Like, that's the thing. There's so many conspiracy theories. And it's sort of like, I do want to believe a lot of them, because I'm like, oh, it's actually a fascinating tale. But, like, the more you think about it, the more you're like, oh, okay, the CIA could have actually killed John F. Kennedy. It's not entirely out of the question, is it? Like, but yeah. Anyway, let's not get political. Could you replace Rishi Sunak, please? Yeah, dude. I mean, where would I start with this country? I would, what just happened? I would abolish, what would I abolish? What do I not like? I'd abolish bounties. Get rid of them. The bounties would go. But then, yeah, I don't know. This country's slightly different, because I feel like the injustices we got over here are mainly to do with just class systems, really. Whereas America, it feels like it's a much bigger scale. You know? I don't know. Anyway, lower the price of Freddos. Consider it done. Only thing I understood was und, which is, and yeah, I tried reading it, but I did give up, if I'm entirely honest. Bounties are elite, yeah, get out of town. Anyway, I'll do one game of shipment. It just takes up to 2 hours. Nice, neat number. Yeah, nah, bounties gone. Children will be paying tax from the age of 7. I would become entirely self-sufficient, and I would stay out of all of the world's arguments. I'd just be like, you look, if you want to have a fight, you do it. We're not getting involved. I know. I'm like, if you want to attack us, go for it. We've got nukes. Got the Trident project. This whole thing, this whole submarine here, could wipe out your country. If you really want to try it, do it. But we're not getting involved in anyone else. We'll do diplomacy with pretty much anyone, you know. If you want our money, we've got a good business opportunity here, and we're a good customer to you, so that's why we're important to you, of course. I would also, I would build a bridge to the moon, and then we can go back to the typical British ways of conquering, and I would claim the moon as being British, and then we put the flag on it, burn the American one on there. They love that, and then yeah, we go back to colonising. I think that's what we do. Colonise the moon. That way, no one lives on the moon. It's safe. No one's going to get hurt. So we colonise the moon, and then we use the moon to farm cheese. As we all know, the moon is made of cheese. And we sell cheese to the French, because the French love cheese. And then what we do is we trick them into a false sense of security to think that we're good business partners. And then we invade them. It's all part of the plan. We invade the French purely because the Eiffel Tower would look more funny if it was made out of like Minecraft blocks. And then we'll do that. And then we'll give it back. Oh, and also I'd ban the name Jerry. That's what I'd do. Delete Wales. Oh yeah, Wales is gone. I wouldn't even nuke Wales. It's not worth using the warhead. I would just go through it. I'd section it off with a big concrete wall, and then I'd release a load of like malaria flies in there. I realise these are quite dark thoughts actually in retrospect. But anyway, I'd release the insects, and they'd just basically take out the Welsh people one after one. What's going to protect you? Your dragon? Doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean? It's like... So yeah, once the Welsh are gone, then oh actually, that being said, I don't even have to get rid of the Welsh. I could just use them to produce the cheese on the moon. I could send the Welsh to the moon as test subjects. Remove every sheep from Wales that slowly die. Yes. That could happen, I suppose. Although we will need the wool from the sheep for the space suits. Because obviously you got a normal space suit. We're the British. We need a bit of class and decorum for our space suits. So the space suits will have fur collars, much like RAF pilots' jackets in the Second World War. And the spaceship will be camouflaged as well, so that no one can see it at night. And also, the helmets, actually the spacesuits, are going to look like Among Us costumes. Because for the meme, obviously. And then, but what we'll do is we're not going to launch it with a normal rocket. Oh no. We're going to basically build a massive trampoline the size of, I don't know, Wimbledon. And we're going to put the rocket onto that, bounce it, and then once we've bounced it enough, and what we'll do is, as it lands, we jump at the same time, right? So then it gets even more like doink. And then, if we do that long enough, it's in orbit. Oh shit. And then, no rockets. Still, no. We're being economically friendly here. Propellers. But what we'll do is we'll propel them fast enough that it can go at the speed of sound. Not speed of light, because then you'd go through the moon. That would be quite inefficient to the operation. Land on the moon, but when it lands on the moon, it drifts. Obviously, it drifts like some out of Fast and Furious. Lands on the moon, mine the cheese with power tools. Bring the cheese back. Bosh. And then it'll be mandatory to have a cup of tea at the end of each day as well, and after sex. You're not allowed to have sex unless you have a cup of tea afterwards to discuss today's news or something like that. I'd replace vapes with balloons. That'd be funny. Although you suck them, so I don't know. I've not really thought that one through. Or the only vape flavour will be tobacco, just to be ironic. Anyone with forklift certification arrays? Yep, very true, very true. I will turn Blackpool Tower into a massive 5G signal station. Because we need 5G. We need the 5G so that once all the 5G towers are up, all the people that got vaccinated, myself included, our brain will trigger, and we'll end up being like the, you know, in the SpongeBob movie, the first SpongeBob movie, where Plankton's got all the workers brainwashed. That's what will happen when all the 5G towers go up. You know, like all the anti-vaxxers were saying would happen, however many years ago now. That's still not happened. But yeah, so it's gonna basically be like all the chum bucket workers in the SpongeBob movie. Anyway, Blackpool Tower gets turned into a massive 5G mast. I've lost the third. Can't be bothered anymore. Genuinely can't be bothered. Sounds like a decent plan, don't you think? Well, I've got a few ideas. Could we Germans do the same power of the times with the No, the Bismarck is banned. We've sunk it once already. You don't want it happening again, do you? Come on. Did we sink it? I'm pretty sure we did, right? The Bismarck was a ship, right? Like the parents in the original Power Rangers film. I've never seen it, but yeah, I'm assuming so. Yeah, you know what? Sure. For the sake of comedy, exactly that. I don't know what it is, but exactly that. Turn the forklift into a spaceship, and then pick up the sun to end circadian rhythms. What? Yes, no, guards, I did hear this story recently, actually. I didn't know if that was Bismarck or if that was a different one. Because I know it sunk one of our flagship. And then Churchill was just like, no, you're not having a last laugh. But I think the commander on the German vessel said something, like he called his wife and said goodbye, basically, after they'd sunk it, because they knew what the response would be. But, tell you what, though, fuck being in the Navy. Just like, it's all good and well being in a battle, but being in a battle where literally everything around you and underneath you would sink would be the worst. Like, you take one bit of, like, gunfire, like, an explosive bit of gunfire to the bow of that ship, and you've got, like, starting a World War type division has some originality from the cookbooks. I don't even need to do that myself, to be honest. Be careful what you wish for. It sunk our biggest ship in the British Empire. Winston was like, you asked for this. Well, I mean, it's a fair response, I think. That's like if someone removed my Doctor Strange chase, I'd be like, well, I'm going to murder you and everyone you know until I get it back. I wouldn't do that. I'm worried that I've maybe shown off a psychological side to myself that I hadn't really intended to tonight. Anyway, nonetheless, enough about my evil plans. That's the end of that. Thank you all for joining. I'm glad we could talk about anything and everything, really. What a very nerdy chat. But, yeah. Any hole in the hole and knowing you'll likely drown. Yeah, nah. Nah, not for me. No. No time for that. That's okay. I said several words, you are right. It's been real emotional. I will be around at some point in the week. I've got a busy week, but we'll get through it, I'm sure. And then, a week after next, I'm on holiday, so I won't be about on the Wednesday. But I will let I've already let the guys know, so I'm sure one of them will claim that spot. And then the week after, me and Hayley will probably be starting our Terraria Let's Play, because she'll be here. We'll see how that goes when the time comes. We might play something else. We are going to Turkey, yep. And then, yeah. So on that note, everybody, slay, obviously. Remember to have a girl boss moment, of course. Just watch Barbie, I suppose. Just do that. And then, yeah. Have a yes queen moment and slay once more. Goodbye, everybody. Hope you have a jolly good day. Slay.